This course?
Yes,
No, I don't know.
maybe this is the in June, the next month. I don't know. Maybe next
I
month.
don't,
Yes,
I
next
don't
month.
know either. I don't know either. I think I will need to ask Paula about when
Yes,
this course
exactly.
is going to be finished.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I think this is the this month. Maybe in the middle of the June. I'm not sure. Yes, but I know that it is it's almost to finish. It's almost to over this class because
Okay.
today is the last class in this month. I mean in May. Yes,
Yes.
because next class will be in May. Yes, in the other. No, sorry, we're in May in June. This is May. This is month
This is
is
the
May.
last class of this current month.
This month? No.
No, I think you mean that this is the last class
Yes, yes,
from
yes.
me, but
This is
not the latest class of the course.
no, 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 no. Maybe this course finish. I think in the middle of the next month. I mean in June. Yes,
Okay.
I think. But maybe we have to ask Paula where is where. Sorry, where no. When is the exactly uh, due date for
Exactly.
maybe the deadline of the course? Yes,
Yes, teacher.
because I understand that this course next finishes next month in June. I think in the middle of the June. Yes, the middle next month. So we are about to finish. This is the last class, as you mentioned, in May. Yes, this is the last class, and well, we for us, so this course was entertainment. We have the opportunity to talk about different topics and get confidence at the time to talk and something like that, because it was focused on just on it, in to be fluent and confidence and maybe improving our listening or something like that. And twice per week was a good um, exercise to practice, I think. Now you have the opportunity to practice in your work and here, so I think you have a lot of time to interact with English in different aspects, in different topics, because yes, in your work is related with your work, and here is related with different topics, random topics about almost everything, because that is the idea, to talk about different things in order to improve and enhance our vocabulary and to get confidence, all of those things which are really important in order to improve our English. So I think it's really, really, really nice. It was really a good experience, and I hope that the next maybe the next course. I don't know. You are going. Are you going to continue with the course? Maybe the next semester.
I hope so, teacher. I hope so because, in my opinion, I have liked this current course because, as you mentioned, I've gotten a lot of confidence at the moment to talk and interact with other people, likely in my job. So, in this case, I am more than grateful with you about learning some slangs and random topics to talk with each other. So I think that's the matter of this course, not only learning vocabulary and vocabulary. Otherwise, I think that's very important to have the right mindset and make sure about the message or the topic you want to share with other people. So I think that's very important. at the moment to keep moving forward with one language, in my opinion. So basically, think that I've seen a lot of improvement throughout this year because I had not experience by talking with native speaker people. So I think that thanks for my current job, I earned and improved uh, some some expressions or the way to say the word correctly to avoid mistakes. So that's very important because it got. I think that when you are unclear at the moment to talk, it could be a little confusing, or you can mix up about the topic you want to talk to. So, in my case, uh, I'm happy and feel very, very confident, and I think I can do it myself to keep our conversation with the people because I think that my listening has been improving a lot. So that's very important. And you mentioned you will need to um, feel confident at the moment to talk and always waiting for a feedback if it's necessary. So that's very important as the part of learning, not only in languages. I think the feedback will need to be received in the best way as a part of improvement every day. And regarding the languages, I think that's something you will be learning by daily. So because you will be learning new words, new expressions, things like that, or the way to expressing, etc. So in my case, I think that as you have seen throughout these months, I've had a lot of improvement at the moment to talk. So I think that I stopped using filler words or be quiet um, for for a short time or long time. So that's very important to make sure what you want to talk with other people.
For sure, yeah. We understand that this process is not overnight. Do you know what is overnight?
Overnight is nocturno, como por la noche.
It's overnight is de la noche a la mañana. You
De la noche
don't.
a la mañana. Yeah, that's correct. Overnight, yep.
Yes, overnight. This is a process which you don't be successful overnight. Maybe you have to invest a lot of time. Maybe just as I mentioned many times ago, at least 2 years. Yes, at least 2 years in order to understand and to start to have good conversations and good chats and something like that. So the most important thing when we are learning a new foreign language is try to keep in close touch with it every time we have the opportunity to do it. Of course, the practice makes the perfection. England, England people say, and it is true, in fact, because when we practice, the most practice is the best for us in order to improve in any skills. Yes, in different skills, not just speaking and listening, maybe in reading and writing. And yeah, of course you are going to have better maybe better understanding of the complete language, not just uh, not exactly talking about grammar rules, something like that. Not exactly about this, about the context in general, about the okay. This is like a bridge to the culture. Yes, it's the bridge to connect with other cultures. One language is more than just speak. It's go deeper and understand other cultures with your English. And of course, your English, in this case, I'm talking about English because it's the language we are studying. For example, like you, okay, you have or you are going to get opportunities, chances, and a special thing that the people who don't speak English never have been able to live. Yes, because for example, this kind of interaction like we are really doing in this moment, we are communicating in another language and not in our first language, not in our first language. That is really really interesting. Yes, and maybe we can speak all the night here and we don't use Spanish, and okay, it's good because we can understand each other in good way. So that is an incredible experience that only the people who can speak English or other language, but yeah, a second language, I mean, yeah, only is able to lift. Yes, because yeah, maybe okay, it's nice to interact in our first language, but I think it's wow, it's one wow experience to speak in another language and be able to do it fluent, confidence, and understand in the best possible way without hesitate or something like that. That is really really good. And I think it's a wow for me. It's nice, and I really enjoy when I speak in English. In fact, yeah. So uh, for example, I have the opportunity to practice in my job with the England people, and every time that I have the opportunity, I take advantage of it and I practice a lot of things. And yeah, I put in practice all the slang, something like that. I can move, yes, about different topics. Even. In my particular case, I don't really like to speak about politics and politicians, but sometimes I try to go in this topic because sometimes the foreign students or foreign people ask me about the politician, the politics, the governments, how is the problems or issue that our Colombian society live, and what of or which of these issues are maybe this is a word, is a herrings. I don't know, it's a like uh, herrings, something like heredado, herencia. I don't know, I don't remember that word. Herrings, I don't know, herrings, something like. It's a legacy. It's like a legado or heritage. I don't know. Heritage maybe it's a heredado heritage of other presidents or problem. Yes, which start many years ago, and even today we have to live with them because our society. Uh, hasn't been able to change all of those things and something like that. We discuss about different topics and go here and go forward to yeah. We are interacting and speaking and taking advantage of this kind of opportunities in order to, of course, just focus on improve our English and take it to the next level and something like that. All of those things that is or those things which are really really nice in order to keeping in to keeping to keeping exercising to keeping exercising our English. That's really good. I think this is a talking in metaphoric way is healthy. Is healthy for our English to practice every single day. What do you think?
Yes, teacher. As you mentioned, that's very interesting to talk about every topics and things like that. And I think it's very important to speak without hesitate and see this part of learning or improvement you are enhancing at the moment to get a conversation with other people. So in this case, the word related to herencia is inheritance. I mean, when you receive something from your uh, from your family or things like that. Is inheritance. And what can I say? Yeah, I think it's very important that always be learning, as you mentioned. I think that that's something you don't learn overnight. That's something that uh, you will need to keep putting in practice all day, every day, if it's possible.
Inherited.
I think the idea
Inherited.
is not to feel
Inherited.
overwhelmed either. Otherwise, I think that you will need to enjoy this process of learning either in language or other things. So I think that's very important to enjoy and share this experience you are living too.
Yeah, yeah. One one key. Well, I think the key of success in this not just in this process, in I think in all process of our lives is try to enjoy the process itself. Yes, because sometimes okay we want to get or obtain gain, I don't know, achieve anything, but we don't really like to live the process. I think the most important thing is the process. The way that you face the process is gonna be crucial in order to be successful or not. Because, for example, is yeah, I mean in this case, I mean you and me and you, we practice, and we really like and enjoy the process, because the process is the most important thing for my perspective, because this allows us to be happy when we do that. Yes, it's when we practice or something like that, or when we are learning new things or something like that, when we are improving the process that we are doing or making. Yes, so I think it's really nice, this sort of practice, this sort of uh, opportunities that we have, because nobody has this opportunity to uh, practice twice per week, as you have, and Sebastian Harrison. Yes, so we have the opportunity to practice twice per week, and it is really nice, because this allows us to improve, yeah, maybe get used to the new accents or the new ways to say the ideas or something like that. Maybe you have thought about one idea, but you never have practiced it, because you maybe uh, haven't needed this way to express any idea. But maybe here appeared that idea, this concept, and we are discussing about, and we are learning, okay, I can say that in this way, or another way, or in this maybe, or with this rhythm, or with this intention, or all of those things which are really important in order to reach or to enhance our vocabulary and our speaking. And how can we understand the new language? How can we, uh, I don't know, maybe be familiar or become familiar that the new language that we are learning? It's really interesting, because the only way that we want get it is just practicing, like in this case. Yeah, it's the only way, because sometimes you can read books, you can watch videos, you can watch news or something like that, but it's not the same, because the most important thing is this kind of interaction in a spontaneously way, like when we are speaking in our first language, that we want, or we don't need, yes, to prepare or rehearsal anything. Yes, just as speak, and we speak in natural way without any rehearsal. And this is the way that we want to get here. Yes, just speak about any topic, around the topic, about whatever topic, without rehearsal, and speak without hesitate and without fluence and something like that. All of those things, that the only way to get it or to get them is just practice. Just practice, because as we mentioned, it's not overnight that we can get this kind of level. Just with practicing, yeah, the most practice is the best thing is the to get the level that we want. It's something that we have to work. Yes, because as say I don't know, maybe we said that we use this slang, no pain, no gain. Yes.
Yes, teacher. I agreed with what you just said. So in my case, I think I'm getting ready when I travel to another country. So I think I can feel much more confident to talk with other people. Do in my current job, as you know, I call at a call center, assisting customers with native speaker, English native speaker. So I think it's been an experience that I'm earning and acquiring at the moment that will, I need to, um, how, what is this land, sacar a flote, to take it out? No,
It's
to
maybe.
show, to show your skills. So I think that the people can understand you much easier. And I think that that sounds good for me. Not only earning experience in my job, otherwise I want to make new friends from other countries and like that. Not only English, learning English. I mean, I would like to learn another language, but it's through the time that I I can't think about what language I want to learn. I think it would be Russian because a few years ago I was learning Russian, but I stopped doing the. I was a little busy and I am lazier as well, and a little lazy as well. But that's that experience, and as you mentioned, it's very important to enjoy the process, don't we no hesitate. And on the other hand, I think is very important to talk with each other because in my job, I think it could be a little bored. It could be uh, exhausting, always talking with the customers about the same topic. So I think I can feel a little stuck in my learning process. So that's very important. We have been learning during this course, talking about many topics, learning new words, new slang, things like that. So, uh, including for native people, it could be a little difficult to know some words because it's not common in based on a topic you are talking to. For example, if you are talking about mechanic, architecture, so there or software programming, things like that. So there are some vocabulary or words uncommon or a little difficult to identify or know the meaning. So I think, as you mentioned, it's very good to put in practice all all everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. Other important point that we can talk about it here is for example, when we learn a second language, sometimes we translate, maybe in the same
In your
way.
mind, yes.
No, not just in your mind. Yes, in your mind is a phenomenon that happen at first, but even when you have experience in the second language, sometimes translate, for example, translate uh, maybe from your first language to the second language. For example, maybe you one can say something like that. Okay, este tipo de ejercicio. You can say that this type of exercise. Yes,
Yeah,
but you can say the same way. This sort of exercise or this kind of exercise. Yes, it's the same. Yeah, but sometimes the people translate uh, almost literal the first language to the second language. in a literal way. For example, they say this type of. Yes, but this type of, okay, maybe native English speaker can understand you, but you are going to sound strange. Yeah, maybe the
Exactly. You can sound strange or
yes,
they can identify a thick accent.
exactly. Maybe you can say, okay, this sort of this sort of exercise, yeah? This sort of exercise is really good, or this kind of exercise is really good, but not this type of exercise. Maybe it's a literal translation from Spanish to English. Yeah, they are going to understand you, but you are going to sound weird. So what is the way? Maybe break this maybe this link which exists without your first language to the second language. Maybe, okay, you are in your mind, maybe you are, I don't know, maybe you are with some things that you transmit at the time to talk in English. Yes, because, okay, maybe, I don't know, but the really important thing here, the most important matter here is try to break this link. Okay, I need to be focused on the language that I'm speaking. So when you learn how to do that, of course, yeah, your English is gonna be really easier, and your English it is going to sound better, and yeah, maybe close to the native English speaker, because yeah, maybe you are going to say with yeah, using all of those slangs, phrasal verbs, all of those things, all of those stuff that we use when we are speaking with a native English speaker, and because this kind of an interaction with a native English speaker is really good for us, because in that way we can practice and we can understand things, and we can learn how to say that. For example, when I interacted with yeah, some English speakers, natives, sometimes I ask you, for example, the order of the adjectives, for example. Yes. Sometimes in Spanish, the order of the subject uh, doesn't have importance. Yes, maybe you can say, okay, it's bajito, alto, es de cuero, lo que sea, whatever. Maybe the order of the adjectives don't have importance in Spanish. Yeah, but in English they have to be ordered in the right order. Yes. So we have to learn this kind. And sometimes I ask the native English speaker, how did you learn the order of the adjective? And they say, no, we don't study that, just with the practice. Yes, listening our English, listening the language from they are child to the age that they are in the moment that we are. They have been consuming the real English, and they learn have the opportunity to learn these things without study. Like when we are we say we live the same in Spanish. Sometimes we can speak, but we don't study. For example, okay, maybe I can ask you, do you know what is the pluscuamperfecto in español? Maybe many people don't know what is that. What is the pluscuamperfecto in español? But they use this form, yes, this tense, because they have learned listening. And maybe sometimes they use a lot of metaphoric examples or something like that when they are speaking, but they don't know that they are using those those things. Yes, it's the same in English. Sometimes when we have the opportunity to study English, we understand different phenomena which happen in English or happen in Spanish, and sometimes we try to compare these phenomena. For example, I think that I talk to you about this. For example, the just one word in English can be, for example, noun, can be verb, can be adjective, something that don't happen or doesn't happen in Spanish. Just one word is just one word, not have different meanings, or they are in different categories, just in one category. For example, if the word is a noun, it's just a noun, not is a verb or not is a adverbs. Yes, in English it's different because one word, for example, face. Face has different meanings. For example, is a part of the our body. Okay, in this case, it's a noun. But when, for example, is to face or face is enfrentar, it becomes in a verb. That means that this word has different meanings, and sometimes the student just learn the first and easiest meaning, and sometimes when we are reading or speaking, or we are interacting with native English speakers, sometimes we don't understand clear. Yes, don't understand the message. Why? Because we don't know, or we haven't been prepared to face the kind of things. So it's a phenomenon that we have uh, to to finding out. Yes, to finding out. Well, it's not just maybe study things. It's just okay. Go deeper. Why this phenomenon happen, or something like that. We have one advantage is because our first language is Spanish, and maybe we can compare Spanish versus English, or vice versa, and we can discover all of those phenomena which happen in any of them, but not in, yeah. It's sometimes happen in Spanish, but doesn't happen in English or something like that, or vice versa. Yeah, and maybe you can conclude, okay, what is the language most hard to understand, hard to learn? Yeah, because you can understand all of those phenomena. Wow, it's really nice to understand all things, or maybe like we were studying in the last class. For example, can is can't handle, can hold a candle, for example. Okay, this is an expression that, well, in order to compare one thing with other, yeah, something like that. And this is really nice to understand for example, the native English speaker, because they usually use these forms, and these forms are not familiar to us for people who learn a second language. It depends on the course that they, because sometimes in the courses maybe people don't talk about all of those things, maybe talk about different things that I don't know, maybe all of the things that people talk in books or something like that, maybe at the time to talk, some of them you don't have the opportunity to use them. Yes, but okay, it's something which was created to learn English and to teach English. It's not it it maybe it doesn't have anything to do with the real English. For example, this expression, it doesn't have anything with the real English. Maybe I'm going to type it this this doesn't have anything with anything with. Maybe can you do you know what is this expression? This doesn't have anything to do. Sorry, anything to do. This this doesn't have anything to do. Yes, do you know what is this expression?
This
sorry,
doesn't have anything to do, como no tiene idea de qué hacer, como,
no tiene nada que ver.
ok, anything, no está, no tiene nada que ver, ok,
Mm,
sí, nada que ver.
Yes, no tiene nada que ver. It doesn't have anything to do with English. No tiene nada que with English in real life. Yes, sometimes we understand something or we study something which it doesn't have anything to do with real English because they all. For example, I have met people who really is really good or are really good in English in studying, but when they face a native English speaker, they are not able to understand and to have a good conversation or interact in good way because don't have the ability. Yes, or maybe I don't know, maybe is shy or nervous or something like that, or in fact don't doesn't or don't understand the things. So that's why I think it's really important to move about random topic because you are going to be able to talk about different and yeah and learn a lot of words and a lot of things to do the things or to talk about or how to face the topics. Yeah, and you are going to enhance your vocabulary, not just your vocabulary but your listening is going to be increasing at the same time. So it's really to move through the different topic, different subjects, because of course we are going to learn a lot of about different sound. It's the only way. Maybe we can be spontaneously without, yeah, feel or lack of to maybe to show lack of vocabulary. Yes, all of those things are really good. That is my intention in this course is try to move or maybe to walk along the way. I mean, a lot of topic and be covered a lot of topic in the course. Yeah, maybe sometime we can talk about I don't know sports. Or maybe sometime we can talk about different aspect. And of course, we are going to learn a lot of vocabulary about all of those things. Of course, sometimes yeah, it's not the time enough in order to continue doing things. Maybe that's why it was the question. I wonder if you are going to continue in the next semester.
Exactly, teacher. Well, I'm not sure if I can continue with this course. So I hope yes. I hope yes because I like this course and it's part of learning to to enhance your vocabulary, your speaking, listening, writing, reading, etc. So I think I will need to ask Paula to check if we I can continue with this course because it's been interesting for me to to talk about different topics and I don't know. I would like to divide to talk uh, with other classmates. So that sounds interesting to talk about that topic and measure your your fluency at the moment to speak and things like that. Because obviously it's very interesting to speak with you. In addition, it will be nice to talk with the classmates because I think that will be nice to break the ice, because I understand that it could be a little difficult to to be the first person to speak. So I think you can get a little nervous, but it's part of the experience. So that's very important to do it. So I do really hope to continue in this class. Obviously, talking about a lot of topics. Uh, what else? That's weird. That's weird not to see David or Sebastian in this class because I
Yeah.
like hearing the moment to speak because as you mentioned, we can identify the improvement from each one. including me. So, so I really hope to come back in this class and keep doing my best in each conversation.
Okay, maybe, yeah. Sebastian, for example, Sebastian requires that I'm maybe requires to Paula that I have to be the his teacher again because Sebastian really liked this kind of classes, the class with me. And maybe the way that I offer, because yeah, I'm not complicate or make complex the process. Is just focus on this, and Sebastian really enjoyed because he told uh, told Paula that he's really happy in this course and he wants to continue with me and not with the other teacher because the other teacher is just or they are focused in grammar rules, syntaxes, and something like that. And yeah, and you have to do a lot of maybe repetition of homeworks or something like that, and really in the maybe in the level that we have right now, I think we don't need to spend time just studying grammar rules or something like that. We need to speak and understand because it's the most important thing, and the most difficult thing is just speak. Yeah, is speak it because if you are able to speak it's because you have previous knowledges about English. Yes, in the way that you control, that you build, and you use the tenses and something like that, and maybe you have studied the regular and irregular verb, different tenses, and yeah, all of those W question and all of those things that we learn in the first levels and something like that. Maybe in all of those knowledge that we get, those knowledges that we get in, for example, A1, A2, B2, B1, and even in this kind of C1, yes. But this is just focus on speaking and understand. Just is a focus in this, in not maybe Sebastian expressed this idea to Paula, and maybe yes, maybe the course was open just for all for you, for the three students which are here, sorry, who are here. Yes,
Exactly.
Sebastian, David, and you. Yes, maybe I think it's maybe Paula. I don't know. Take in account this consideration or this topic, not topic, maybe this idea or this required that Sebastian expressed because he want to continue in this way. For example, yeah, and maybe I think it could be good that you express the same with Paula. I don't know, maybe because I think the other teacher don't speak fluent because I had the opportunity different or several opportunities to interact with them, and they don't they sorry they yes they don't speak fluent. I don't know, maybe they speak but not fluent, and you need that your teacher speak fluent in order that you try to maybe compare with not with native English speaker, because the native English speaker maybe they speak in other ways, in other ways they use another words maybe, but sometimes they are similar. And but the most important here is the pace, the rhythm. Yes, all of those things that when the teacher is not able to do it, yeah, it's so worried because the students are expecting that the teacher be fluent, even more fluent than the student or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, teacher, exactly. So I think in this class, because it's a C1 class, I think it's needed to be focused in put on practice what you've learned in the previous courses and experience you've earned to speak with other people. Because, for example, as you mentioned, when you are seeing um, the beginner topics or the beginner like A1, A2 course. So that's very important. Obviously, you will need to start from scratch and you will need to start to see, I mean, grammar rules, WH questions, irregular, regular verbs, superlatives, etc., things like that. That's very important to have this knowledge to to move forward with the next level. In this case, when you are seeing B1, B2 level, obviously you will need to see an improvement. So, in my opinion, just in my opinion, I think that when you are taking a C1 level course, is to put on practice and look or get focus uh, on your fluent, to sound a much more native and learning some expressions that is used in another countries. So that's very important because obviously, as you mentioned, it's very important to have a good pace and uh, gaining knowledge from each course or the in addition it's very important um, to have a good teacher that wants to teach you about a new language, things like that, because it's not only gets focused on topic or on grammar rules, things like that. So that's very important to make exercise like conversations, put in practice and receive the respective feedback about which one are you pronouncing wrong. So that's very important to uh, to improve or enhance in your language. On the other hand, I think it could be bored only seeing grammar rules. I think that it's getting bored, in my opinion, because I it's I've been studying English for about 5 years, maybe. Don't remind. And there is a moment that you want to put on, how do you say that? You want to put on practice the knowledge acquired. Not to be quiet or listen to the other people. No, you will need to move forward and practice daily by daily. So, in my case, C1 level can help you to have this improvement and speak in a good pace. Not speak too fast, not speak too slow, to have a good pace.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe I'm here. Maybe
What do you think, teacher, about the other teachers, about their methodologies, things like that?
I don't know.
Teacher,
Maybe yeah. I don't know. Maybe I don't like to talk about the other teacher method because every teacher has their own method. It depends on, yeah, you know. But I for example in my case I learn English by myself, so I know all the way this journey in order to be successful, and I have the opportunity with my English to I have the opportunity to work for a multinational company with only gringos people, and so I had there
gringos.
I had there the experience, and I obtained experience. I achieved the experience requires to, yeah, to be here, and yeah, I know how to be how to become successful with English, yeah, and how to get there, how to to get the point, maybe yeah, how to do it. Yes, I know all the steps in order to improve our English and to get a good level. Yeah, yeah, maybe this is my advantage. My advantage, yes, in comparison with the other teachers, maybe because I had the opportunity to work in a company where everyone was gringos, you know. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes, yeah. I sometimes don't speak fluent when I am speaking in class because sometimes, yeah, maybe if I speak fluent, the student they are not going to understand clear, so I need to speak slow, yeah. But it's part of the process, yeah. You know, sometimes, yeah. I speak when I am speaking with a native English speaker, I speak so fast, maybe at the same pace they use. But when I speak with the students, I speak slow. Yeah, and it's so boring, but I need to do that in order the student can understand the concept without any problem. Yeah.
Yes, teacher. Yeah, that's very important to understand that you are teaching to other students, so you don't need to speak too fast or as you usually do when you are talking with native speaker people or with your coworkers. So that's very important. So in my case, sometimes I can speak a little fast, but it's due to my job because I will need to speed up the customer process or needs inquiries, etc. So I gotten used to speak a little fast. That sometimes the customers can be difficult to understand me or other people, but then I can sound a little, I don't know, hyperactive or like Flash. But it's due to my job because,
Yes. Yeah.
as you
There is an
mentioned, if you are
there.
talking with other people, you will need to speak a little more slow, a little more slower. I mean,
Yeah. 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 There is and there are different things here because yeah. For example, when you are speaking with native English speakers, you use slangs, phrasal verbs, all of those things, those rhetorical shapes. Yes, rhetorical shapes. What is that? Rhetorical shape. Maybe I'm going to hear. Maybe I'm going to share my screen because it was something spontaneously that I use. Maybe it's rhetorical. What is that? Rhetorical. What did I say? Rhetorical what? Rhetorical. I don't. Rhetorical. Maybe what is rhetorical? Rhetorical shapes. I use this rhetorical shapes in English. Yes, I don't know what it is. The first time that I use it. Yes, rhetorical shapes often called rhetorical figures. Yes, rhetorical. Maybe this is the often called. Yes, a menudo llamadas. Sí, lenguaje figurado. Yes, figurative shapes,
yeah,
specific sentence structure word con patrones de palabras o sonidos arregladas used to usadas para formas de lenguaje for persuasive authentic effect. Writer and speaker use them, creating emphasis, rhythm, and memorable connection with the other audience. Like yeah, I use this word rhetorical. Yeah, maybe I don't know what happened here. What is the phenomenon happen here? I'm not one for example. I not usually use these words, but I mean my brain have learned how to use them in the correct maybe this is the what happened here when I'm speaking. My brain are connected with all of those knowledges, previous knowledges, and maybe appear or I can say the correct words at the right time. Yes? Do you know what is that? In other words, in other words, think fast, and speak smart. Yes? But maybe
Great to hear.
maybe I have learned, yeah, during the I don't know, during the practice, I think maybe I don't know. Yes, there are a lot of rhetorical. Maybe I mean images. Rhetoric. What is this? Rhetorical, rhetorical situation. A piece of. Oh, sorry. I don't know what happened here. Yeah, but something like that. For example, yeah, it's previous knowledge. I think it's previous knowledge. Evaluate all of those things and appearing in the right moment when I'm trying to do that. Yes, and try to say something related. I think my connection. I don't know. My cell, the cells of my brain makes connection each other. Yes, and maybe appears all of those knowledge which I have learned previously and use in this case. Yes, sometimes when I'm speaking, yeah, I think this is the phenomenon which happen in the human being. Yes, according to your knowledge, you are going to speak more or less. I don't know, more or less. Maybe techniques your English is, or advanced your English is. Yes, it's not the same when a person who are in the for example in B sorry in A1, that the one person who has certificate of C1 is so different, the level are so different, they speak different. Yes, because the knowledges are different. Yeah, sometimes in order to say the same idea, they express different because the knowledge is different. Like the same happened in our first language. Yes, the people who have been studying any subject or any speech, like in your case, for example, in your case, you maintain or keeping doing the exercise using the same topic, and you are going to becoming one expert. Yeah, maybe the best. Yeah, because you training the speech almost every single day, and you are going to become an expert because the practice makes perfection. Yeah, but the problem here is when you have to go out of this speech, these topics. Yes, that you manage in good way because you have been practicing and you have invest a lot of time in order to development this kind of speech, in order to convince, I don't know, maybe to to sell anything, or maintain people, or collect, I don't know, the maybe this related with your job. Yeah, maybe it's the same in Spanish. Yeah, people who are employed uh, in one job, when they have to sell any items, she or he or them become in expert in that topic. Yes, because they practice every single day, practice the same speech, and they really uh, become able to convince people if they have to convince. Yes, they are really training a lot of, and yeah, of course, they become in I don't know, maybe in experts in one expert person in the topic. Yeah. Sometimes I don't know. Maybe in my case, like a teacher, sometimes happens something like that. I don't know. I have been built. I have been controlled control. Yes, this kind of speech. I don't know, but my speech is changing. Yes, it's changing. It depends on the topic that we are speaking, that I am speaking about. Yes, because I can move in different topics, and I think I made easy. Yeah, of course there are topics easier than other. Yeah, yeah, more complicated than other. Yeah, it's the easiest, not easy, I don't know, maybe it could be the easiest topic become is the topic we practice every single day. it's the easiest topic for us in order because in order to speak about that and put in practice, and we are going maybe like in your case, so ah maybe so with different skills in that topic, because you require not require, you acquire. It's the word is acquire. Maybe it's a acquire. What is that acquire? Acquire. This is the word acquire. Yes, acquire this ability through practice or by practice. Yes. What do you think about it? Maybe you feel
Exactly, teacher. Yep.
maybe you feel now you feel more comfortable than first. Yes, maybe at first you were I don't know, maybe it was uncomfortable, or you feel uncomfortable in your maybe in your speech, but now you use it uh, yeah, with confidence because you have practiced a lot of, and maybe you have incorporate expression words, and you are uh, maybe you have been improving your ability, yes, in that subject. Yeah, it's just a matter of practice. Yes, do you know what is that? It's just a matter of practice.
Yes, teacher. Yep, I know what it
Yeah,
means.
yeah, it's just a matter of
Exactly.
practice.
Exactly. As you mentioned uh, at the beginning, I felt a little uncomfortable to speak because I had not the right mindset, or I was unsure about if the other people uh, could understand me. But now I I've been working for this company for 2 months, so I passed my trial period, and I think I'm doing well in terms of assist the customer because uh, I received a good feedback. Obviously, there can be exceptions where the customer can feel a little confused about what I'm trying to say or how I am assisting to. But yeah, I think the most important is to put on practice your knowledge and improving all day, every day, because that's something I'm living in my current job. In addition, is I receive bad rates from the customers end. Obviously, the company can take action and I could get fired. And that's something I don't want it to happen because looking for a job is not easy. In addition, I'm earning experience as a bilingual customer service expert. And I know that in the future I can apply for a better job, better um, job conditions, wage. So that's very important in terms to improve your language skills and soft skills. I think that's very important according to your experience, or you want to get focused. That's very important.
Yeah,
So
of course. Yeah, of course. All of those knowledge uh, which acquire, yes, during our life, is really important. That experience it could be really crucial in order to have a better quality of life. Talking about best better job or better salary, and it is showing or representative in better quality of life for us, because we are going to have maybe I don't know, maybe sorry, more much, or more, maybe I don't know, um, I don't know, maybe capacity, I don't know, maybe capacity of buying things, yes, or maybe save money or something like that, maybe enter in a kind of, I don't know, in a kind of a statue, I don't know, yes, in a kind of a statue bed or something like that, you are going to be able to do things and live things that maybe you in this moment are not able because you don't have the enough resources, enough money to pay all of those things that you want. But maybe in the future you are going to achieve these things because you know the reason one expression is maybe in my t-shirt, the t-shirt that I was wearing today, I have I don't know, maybe a sentence is never stop to dream. Yes, never stop to dream. Yeah, so in your case, yeah, maybe, yeah, of course you are getting experience and that is really good. Maybe in the close future, you can be promoted, or maybe yes, get a job better with better condition as you mentioned. You know, all of those things are related with the kind of things. Yeah, but yeah, yeah. Is it normal? I think it's normal that something that you express, maybe that you were receiving or receive slowers. Yes, not maybe it's lower. Sorry, lower grades. Yes, maybe lower grades. Because yeah, you are in the I don't know. Maybe you are in the curve in the curb. You are in the curb. I'm going to put here again. You are in the. Do you know what is that? You are in the curb. Sorry. You are in the.
Mm,
You
I'm
are
not
in the.
sure, teacher.
Yes. One moment. You are in the curb. You are in the curb. You are in the curb. I'm going to share my screen again. You are you are in the curb. You are in the curb of knowledge. Yes. You are in the knowledge, in the knowledge curve. Yes, this is
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
A
got it.
learning curve refers to the rate at which you are acquiring new skill or gain knowledge over time. It measures how you perform or efficiency improve the more you practice or repeat a task. Yeah, maybe you are in this in a learning curve. Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Mm-hmm. In a learning curve. Yes, it's really yeah. And of course, maybe you are going to receive bad grades by customers or clients because you are in a learning curve, and you maybe your boss have to understand this. Yes, maybe sometimes they have to be patient with you because you are in a learning curve. Of course, you are learning and sometimes make mistakes, but it's part of the process. Like in whatever, yeah, whatever project. Sometimes whatever process, sorry, we make mistake at first, but we are improving with the experience. This is the experience. Yes, we are getting experience. Okay, Mike, it was a big pleasure to speak with you tonight. It was uh, a bit pity. Do you know what is a bit pity?
A big pity, like vergonzoso.
It was a big.
Panorama.
It was a bit pity. Yes. Uh, other students. Uh, other students didn't attend.
Oh, okay, a big pity. Yep.
Yes.
Una gran vergüenza.
Yes. Yes. It's maybe like something like that. Yes. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It was a big,
Ah, no,
big,
no,
big.
no, no. I'm sorry. Pity means lástima. It was a big pity.
Yes.
Gran
Maybe
lástima.
you
Qué
can see
gran
here
lástima.
the
Yep,
translation to Spanish. Yeah.
yep. Una verdadera lástima. Yep, yep, yep.
It was a big pity other student didn't attend the class. Yes. Didn't didn't attended the class. Yes. Maybe this is the translation.
Yep.
Hmm? Okay. Okay, Mike, thank you so much. It was it was a big player to it was a big player to interact with you tonight and to have a good chat. Because this allow to continue improving. Yeah.
Started teacher. That's the main or the objective about this course. Keep improving and talking about different topics. Let's wait uh, if the other classmates will join next week or next class.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, but you didn't send the message, yes?
No, I'm sorry, teacher. I forgot sending the message. I forgot
Okay.
it. Sorry.
No problem. But maybe you can send me just one point, and I'm going to write in the chat because I didn't find the group in my phone. Okay.
Okay, just give me a moment to type in the
No
group
problem.
right now. Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Yeah, it was all. The class is over for now. Thank you so much, and until next time. Bye bye and rest, please.